How you doing, folks? This is my first time recording on the iPhone 3GS, obviously with the new camera and video recording capabilities. Now what you're tuning into is the first installment in a long line of on-the-spot videos of kind of the daily tech news of basically what I do is I read through all the technology blogs that I kind of think are the best at the moment, and then I pick out the best stories that I think you guys would be interested in. And like I said, this will be probably 2 or 3 times a week, and I'll basically be picking out the stories that I think will kind of be most relevant to the Mac audience, the technology audience in general, and geeks. So without further ado, I'll basically pull out the first installment. So I think yesterday Safari 4.0.2 was released, and that was an update to patch some problems with I think it's called the Nitro JavaScript engine. So, I mean, if you basically go to the top left, you'll see the Apple icon on your screen, and you'll be able to update from there, and you'll get the latest version of Safari. Next up is the rumours we've all been hearing about the iPod Touch, the new version that they're hoping to be released around about September time. And a lot of people, including MacRumors.com, are saying that they think there's going to be a camera inside the next generation of iPod Touch and iPod Nanos. Not sure how much merit there is to that, whether or not the camera would be the right kind of item to put into an iPod Touch, but we'll see in September. Some interesting news actually is that Bing, Microsoft's new search engine, has now surpassed Dig, Twitter and CNN, all those 3 websites in terms of monthly traffic. I think their traffic hitting just below 50 million unique visitors in the first month, which I think is very impressive, and in terms of kind of getting a lot of traction where you're in a market where it's very difficult to do so, and also a lot of the people that you are kind of edging towards already are firmly entrenched in the Google camp or Yahoo camp. So I think they've done a good job, and I've used it a few times. And I think it's quite an impressive search engine. So I mean, just for the fact that it's now surpassed Dig.com, Twitter.com and CNN.com is quite a big thing for them. One of the things that's been had a bit of buzz on the internet recently for the past day or two is the Google Chrome operating system that Google announced recently. There was some leaked screenshots today on MacRumors.com that I think turned out to be fake. I think TechnoBuffalo.com had a link to an article basically proving that the screenshot was faked. But the fact that it is in production and it will be released sometime soon, it is quite interesting, which will be aimed at the netbook market. So obviously a little bit of competition there for Linux and also for Windows for the netbooks. Another thing that happened recently today, actually, which is really interesting for me because of some of the research that I did on my dissertation, was Google Maps implementing geolocation. So basically you can go into Google Maps now and you can allow it to find your location based upon the IP address that you're using at the time. So basically what it will do is it will use the information from your ISP and then obviously from your network to find out where you are within a couple of hundred meters. So it'd be really useful if you want to get directions, so you can say, where am I right now, sitting in a coffee shop, and I want to go to somewhere on Regent Street, I want to find the Apple store. And obviously if you're connected to Wi-Fi in Starbucks, it can find you in Starbucks, and basically if you don't know where that Starbucks is, and then it can show you where to get to Regent Street, which is a pretty useful feature. And obviously my dissertation being about geolocation and kind of mobile maps and navigation, that was quite interesting for me. And the last bit of news we've got for today, just to keep this video under 3 or 4 minutes, it's probably gone over by now, is the Amazon Kindle has now dropped $60 in price, so it's now $2.99, slightly more affordable, although it's still not available in the UK, which is obviously quite annoying for me. So yeah, that's it, that's the news for today. All the links to today's article will be in the sidebar, if you'd like to get a bit more information on those, and like I said, this will be basically an installment where it's a couple of videos a week, rounding up the days and the week's technology news that I think you guys will find most useful. And if you think I missed something, post it in the comments, and I'll take a look at that article as well. And if you've got any ideas for future videos, then obviously drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, bye bye.